Hello, everybody, and welcome to the round 2 here for the TForce podcast versus the LCS rundown. Cargan here, joined by me today is Spork. Spork, how are you today?
I'm alright, how are you?
Good. We are going to be seeing some fights here. Last time I checked, the LCS rundown won the first round in this clash between podcasts, and it looks like the TForce podcast is coming back strong. There's been a lot of words thrown around.
A lot of smack talk.
A lot.
And excuses. A lot of excuses.
The most excuses. I feel like 50% of the smack talking comes from the fact that they now have a marksman. That's just my guess.
Just a little bit.
So now we actually get to see a pick and ban phase. Interestingly enough, we got a Thresh Corki coming in from the TForce proper. And we have a Lee Sin Lucian coming in from the LCS rundown. So 2 marksman bans already. And a few supports and a jungler.
Yeah?
Now,
I'm a little intrigued that the Trinity, like the TForce proper, banned Corki, considering Punch was complaining on Twitter about how the rundown's probably going to ban it on him.
Uh-huh.
A little interesting that they banned it on themselves.
It is, and with the first pick, I'm wondering if they do lock in a very powerful marksman for this bot lane, or do they pick something more on the lines of a support to keep things running and a-rolling?
Yeah, well, Tristana did get through.
Yep.
And she's pretty good and strong right now.
Yep, Triss is through, but looks like Caitlyn is going to be that lock-in there, coming in from the side of the proper. Caitlyn's a pretty safe marksman, so that's, and I'm pretty sure Punchel is going to be very confident and at least happy on that character. And right away, we're going to see that Jinx and a hover over at Kha'Zix and boom, a lock-in on Kha'Zix.
Interesting.
Yeah, interestingly enough, the rundown has a Jinx. I like her late game damage more than I like Caitlyn's. Caitlyn's more of a safer marksman. She'll be able to do consistent damage, and if Punch can be able to keep her in good positioning, she'll be able to do well there. And looks like the TForce proper is looking over Sona at the moment. I know
Totally not shocking at all that Daze would want Sona.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Should have called that one coming a mile away.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it is a hover at the moment. It hasn't been locked in just quite yet. But it looks like if they do lock in the support, that's going to be their lot lane. Yep, there it is. There's Sona.
Shearer's thinking about the Elise.
Yeah, Elise would be a good pickup there. That's just a fair amount of CC. Still a fairly strong jungler. I know she's seen a lot of hits and nerfs over this course of Season 4, but it looks like, yeah, no, that's going to be an Elise lock in there for the side of Blue Team.
Haven't seen a lot of Elise lately, actually.
No, not
but
really.
But Cheer was actually talking Elise up to me yesterday, so I'm not terribly surprised.
Yeah, no, not a huge surprise. I'm wondering what the rundown decides to pick up after this. I'm wondering if Chira decides to, with Elise, invade this Kha'Zix if he in fact goes into the jungle and just try and punish his weak early game jungle there. If that's what his plan is. Since Lee Sin was banned out, because Lee Sin's another very strong jungler. And go in that sense. Ooh, a Gnar. Are we going to see just Gnar?
Maybe. Mod has talked like he's a fan of him.
Yeah.
But I have no idea.
Well, we'll have to see. They're definitely threatening with it. Xerath. Ooh, there it is. There's Xerath and Gnar. That's a very interesting composition coming in from the rundown.
A little bit.
Oh. They have pick potential there. If Mott's taking that Gnar top lane, or if it's... Is it also Sam that normally runs top lane? I'm not 100% certain. I didn't get to see the first round of fights.
He did last time.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
With that Gnar, that gives him some good engage potential if it's in fact a top lane Gnar. Just being able to jump in and using, well, Gnar might be some good lockup there. It matches that engage potential that the proper has with Sona. But now they get 2 more picks to kind of round out this lineup here. They got a little bit of pick. They have some good engage. What else are they going to throw in there? Ooh, Declawed on Ziggs. He definitely likes that champion.
And he does. He's going to give him a lot of range on that team. Or the Mantheon. I like the Mantheon too.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Now that's... Okay, now this is an interesting composition.
Bit of Wombo, bit of Poke. Yeah. Kind of, it's fairly well rounded, I'd say. Like,
It
you
is.
catch pretty well with the Elise Pantheon.
Yeah.
If you like, Sona Rumble is gonna just destroy people in a team fight,
Right.
and then you got just decent kind of range and poke from Pantheon Spears and Caitlyn being Caitlyn
Yeah, and they have some
and
good.
Sona.
They have some good team fighting potential too. What blue team's bringing is they've got a fair amount of mobility. Oh, and then a Nami lock-in coming and finishing up with the rundown. They have some good mobility with Sona. They have some good engage. They have some great pick potential, and they have some good team fight with the side of Rumble. And with a safe marksman like Caitlyn, they're going to be able to move around the map. I see these guys attempting to pick off the carries, which might be a little bit of a difficulty considering that the rundown has a Nami and it has a Xerath. Xerath's going to want to play this game at range. He's not going to want to get anywhere near blue team. He's just going to be firing spells from afar, staying out of range. Jinx is going to have very strong range, even against a Caitlyn in this particular matchup. And it's going to be hard to close that gap, especially with a Gnar and a Nami as well. That's a pretty hefty front line, some great disengage there. So looking at team compositions, I'm just liking what red team has more.
Yeah, I don't know. I quite like how the well-rounded blue team is.
Uh-huh.
Like it's not really lacking in any area too much. I don't know.
No,
I think part of it is I'm just not sold on Gnar just yet. I don't
Yeah.
know. I found he's just really inconsistent whenever I've seen him. He's either like absurdly like dominating or just kind of pointless.
a lot of Gnar's power depends on how close he is to switching into Mega Gnar.
Yeah.
And how well you can manipulate his rage. If you can manipulate his rage and pick great engages when he's able to transform, that's going to completely change around a team fight. That being said, if the proper picks a fight when Gnar just finished transforming or has no rage at all, or able to pick a fight on those terms, then proper might just have a better fight overall.
Exactly. Like the proper has so much more control when they want to fight, whereas like the LCS rundowns, they're so dependent on Gnar being in the right place. Because they're like, oh, this is a great place to pick, but Gnar's nowhere near rage.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty much out. Like they're like, well, guess we can't fight that. But if the proper sees them and it's like, hey, easy catch, boom, they're Phone is crescendoing and it's all over.
And I'm interested to see exactly who's going into the mid lane. Is it going to be Rumble or is it going to be Pantheon?
I'm assuming it's Pantheon.
Yeah, I'm assuming too. Either way, that mid lane's going to have a little bit of trouble dealing with a Xerath who is just going to be able to throw spells at range.
Yeah.
For both Rumble and Pantheon. So that early game in the mid lane is going to be a little rough, to say the least.
I feel like it's better for Pantheon mid than it is for Rumble. Just because he can kind of keep the harass up fairly equally with Xerath, at least early a bit.
Right.
And he can force an all-in a lot better than Rumble can. Rumble just kind of runs at you with a Flame Spitter, whereas Pantheon stuns you and starts beating your face in.
Yeah, Pantheon just jumps in, throws a spear, trades some strong damage, and just walks away.
He has at least an ability to force a trade, whereas Rumble would probably be just zoned and has to deal with it.
Rumble wants to run at you with a Flame Spitter, and Xerath has every single tool available to keep him from closing that gap.
Exactly.
So more than likely, we're going to be seeing a Gnar versus Rumble matchup, which I don't know how Gnar favors against Rumble, because Rumble actually likes to run up in people's champions' faces, and after Gnar hops, he doesn't really have a whole lot of huge escapes.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're both kind of lane rollies too, though. So
yeah, we'll see who can win out in that fight. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a fun fight all around.
It'll be interesting, that's for sure.
I want to see what this bot lane is going to be all about too. We've got a Sona Caitlyn lane, which is pretty potent poke against.
That poke is going to be disgusting.
Which is it's going to be going against a Nami Jinx lane. Both lanes have good poke. They have both good sustain. It's going to be a matter of whether or not Serial can land bubbles.
Yeah.
Is I think going to be the tipping point. Is if he can land a good Aqua Prison, it's going to be a great trade here for the red team. For the blue team, if bubbles aren't landing and shields are being used maximum effectiveness, then the poke may come through.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the rundowns bot lane will scale a little better in the late game, though. Like,
yes.
Not a pile better, but I feel like you get a little more from a Nami Jinx late game than you do from a Caitlyn Sona.
I agree.
Like, Caitlyn just kind of... She doesn't so much fall off as she doesn't scale the same due to her lack of steroids in her kit.
I do agree 100%. That all being said, Caitlyn's a little bit safer from marksman, And what the proper's bringing is,
Yeah.
if anybody gets caught out by it just a little bit, they're going to get jumped on and they're going to get blown up.
Exactly. Like, the lane's better for the proper, but the rundown can scale a little better.
Yes.
Be interesting to see how that works out.
User was moved to your channel.
Also, we found
What?
a badger.
Oh, is that Badger?
Oh, what?
That's a badger.
Hey, Badger.
hi.
What are you doing?
I'm just chilling like a villain until I have to go to work.
Oh, whoa.
I was
hello.
promised hype. Where's my hype?
I am the hype.
I don't want to start yelling. I feel like that would be a bad thing. I will cast like the first 15 minutes of this game with you guys, though. So.
Okay, that works. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, this is Badger. You all know Badger from
Hi.
Battle Arena.
Hi everybody.
Hello. So,
I seriously, like, looking at this, I honestly would just, like, I want to see the support Pantheon in the mid lane Sona. Just,
yeah.
You were also hoping for the ADC Sona, though. Let's be real.
well, I'm also hoping for 80k. And we're in a pause!
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yay!
2-second pause.
TForce podcast production without a pause.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and we're back.
It's a 2-second pause.
That was like 10, but yeah.
Yeah. So, who are
Imagine
you
that.
giving this game to, Badger? Just
what do
looking
I
at
think of this?
looking at compositions. Everyone's playing it on equal levels here.
Hold on, I can hear, like, Sona jamming out real quick. I have to turn the sound down. Okay. I really like what... Hold on, I gotta look at this. I kind of prefer the rundown. I feel like rundown won picks here.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the proper team has safe lanes. Well, besides the Pantheon.
Yeah.
But you see a little bit of an invade coming through.
Ooh.
This is gonna get interesting real quick, isn't it?
This is
Yeah.
actually going to be, like, the level ones. I'd say neither team has a really good level one unless Cereal Box takes the bubble.
Yeah.
Which he probably will.
No. Good Ward's gonna spot him out, and they are gonna back off. So, no sneaky there.
No sneaky. Oh. Tom declaring rundown winners because he got one CS.
Well done.
Well, that's clearly game then.
Totally,
They're still
dude.
following through
There's
with
a
this
whole
invade,
100
though.
gold lead.
They haven't stopped. They're just going in.
No?
They're not
We want that
respecting.
red buff.
They're not
They- I
respecting.
just want to see a level one brawl right now. Just go
Yeah.
for it.
I feel like we're getting that point already.
Oh,
Is this
Zara-
a 5v5?
This is the queue.
There's a lot of poke going on.
Oh,
Daze
Daze
is taking a
Phoenix
ton of
though.
damage. She's gonna have to burn flash and get on out of there. They're trying to turn around as much damage as they can.
Ignite on
Ignite will go down, but it's gonna be enough to at least get him out of there.
Oh,
Ooh, my!
Sona damage
Telling
is
you guys,
real.
80 carry Sona. Play it at some point.
So that was a lot of summoners burnt right off the bat. Sona is not going to have Flash Ignite for a while, so she's got to play a little bit safer in that lane. That being said, they were able to keep the red buff from being taken away. So that contest, and that's going to mean a slower start here for Kha'Zix. So that's going to be good for these guys.
Also, the flash is forced out of the Nar top lane, which should make his life a lot more sketchy against the Rumble early.
Right, so...
Yeah, and you never know. The Kha'Zix clear is so slow in the early levels that, well, at least his clear is pretty good, but Kha'Zix, he might get a buff ahead of him at this point. He might contest either... I wonder if he could get over there in time to contest red if he stops for race here. Be an
He
interesting
went
jungle path.
wolves first, so he probably
Yeah, he went
straight to red.
wolves, so he'll probably go red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to go red, get that level 3. I wouldn't be
Oh,
surprised to
oh,
see him...
oh, okay, he hesitated a little bit.
He considered for a second, but no.
Yeah.
He considered it, but
If he had, he would have.
yeah, he was
Potentially
just
been
checking for a
in trouble.
spider in case. Right
Yeah.
there.
I think I wouldn't be surprised to see Cheer just visit this top lane knowing that the Nars flash is on cooldown.
I'm feeling like both junglers are going because there's pings from the proper going up there too.
Yeah. Ooh, some good trading
gets
there.
stunned.
Between Declan and Zara.
Did you just take so much damage from that cannon minion?
Yeah.
Oh nope, party.
Oh, there's
mid lane.
there's
Flash.
ooh, Flash
Oh,
is
the heal
burnt.
burnt too.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of damage on a mushroom. Can he actually get out of there? There's a jump. There's a stun.
Oh.
But here's a Kha'Zix. First blood is gonna be going to Elise, and now they're gonna try and turn this around. The
Oh.
exhaust does go down. That exhaust
Double
doing
kill.
some work, and there's a double kill going for
Oh.
Chira. He's happy to have that. Nice early visit in the mid lane.
And
That was a
that
really-
is why Declad swears by exhaust mid lane.
That
That's
yeah, that's a pretty good pick there. What? I assume Credible Mushroom is Greg Russo because I don't remember
it is.
names.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Greg. Okay, so what Greg did wrong there is He flashed and he burnt the heal, but he decided, hey, I'm still gonna walk through the Elise lane and the Elise path instead of swinging around towards the Fnatic bush and going up
Gotta
by
go the
blue
long
buff.
way around for that.
Yeah, he should have
Yeah.
taken the long way because that would have saved the double kill onto the Elise. But at the same time, it's on Elise. She's really. I'd rather have 2 kills on a jungler than 2 kills on a mid laner with double buffs. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have
it's
reset
not
the
the
bus too,
ideal
which is even
situation
better.
for rundown, but
Like that did reset the duration on the bus for the Elise
Yeah.
too. Which is
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It also means Declad now has a Hex Drinker in that mid lane. Xerath's going to have a rough time. So Xerath's going to be extra careful against this Pantheon. It also means Pantheon at level 6 can run around and do some work in any of these lanes.
yeah, he'll get that quick
Yep.
6 so he can come bottom lane. But I don't think Tom and Zero Box are going to shove this out, so.
No, they're going to be
should
sitting
be
here for
fine.
quite some time.
They're just gonna be parked under tower for the foreseeable future, and
Yep, they'll
all
be-
good.
They'll be good for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, they're telling you move the cursor.
Oh, my apologies.
Targan, you're a veteran at this. What's.
Yeah, I know. What's veteran? There's a gank coming in the bot lane. Kha'Zix has found
Oh.
Sona, but he takes a lot of damage. Good bubble lands. That's going to be a locked.
I'm not sure he
Oh,
wanted to.
no,
but
he's going to go.
die to minions!
No, he's going to go die to minions.
Never gets taken down by minions, and it's not going to be enough damage on the Taze. Oh, Trap.
Oh, this is.
Oh, and the Xerath roam Kettle Mushroom picking off Tay says no.
Nice.
Help him make that worth.
Little trade there.
Nice roam. Able to pick.
Punchinello with the creative way to get the kill. He gets the damage down, and then the last auto attack from the caster minion line, since they didn't really lose vision, it secured the kill onto Sepha. So,
Blue caster minion OP, man.
blue caster minions, dude. Gotta nerf them. Oh, and Shira
Oh.
picking on him.
Yeah, he's just picking him, and with
That's
Elise,
face
yeah,
check.
yeah, he's just gonna push him out of there.
This is
Oh,
yeah.
but he's coming.
Oh,
Shira Jaden
I feel like this is the start of much more to come.
this
With
is
a
just.
Chira being ahead, it's not gonna be happy time
Yeah.
for Zella.
Adam is not a mid lane main. He plays top lane. Declad is the mid lane player
Yeah.
for proper.
Yep.
Yep. Ponophobia lives and dies by the top lane.
Yep. Live and die by top lane. So
Oh, there's Elise coming in for another visit. Good
Nice
jump and
stun.
stun on Xerath. Xerath has got nowhere to go. He's just gonna get blown up, and that's gonna be another
He is
kill.
not having a good day there.
No, that's
I
another
was about
kill.
to say it was. I don't know about blowing the cocoon that early, but seeing the damage output after that, it really didn't matter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much either juke backward, like keep running to the cocoon, or slow down for a second, get hit by Pantheon and stun. He was dead either way.
Yeah.
Ichi JJ's having a field day in the jungle.
Yeah.
So
Oh, he is very happy right now.
Yeah, he has nothing to worry about at this point. He can go to.
yep.
He's
Get
gonna.
his jungle at him right now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He's gonna continue to punish this
Very
mid
close
lane.
to it.
Keep Xerath down. And without the damage from Xerath, red team's composition kind of falters a little bit, and it makes Jinx a primary target here for the proper. And I wonder what they're gonna do at this point, as the rundown.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is they already have the advantage in the bottom lane, and I'd say I don't want to say that Jinx is the strongest matchup against Caitlyn, but Caitlyn has a troublesome time against Jinx about level 6, 7
Right.
when they start trading evenly.
Right.
But since the BF sword to the pickaxe advantage is on the side of the proper, they're gonna be all right for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gonna be okay. And some continued poke. If Daze can continue to get free poke in, this might be a very strong lane here for the proper.
Yeah.
The battle.
Oh,
of the
Pantheon's
Big Horse.
starting to show up in the river. He's gonna
The
jump in,
man
stun up.
drop.
Here comes the cocoon.
And
That
the
could be enough.
eagle eyes
Here
on
comes.
top of it.
Oh, he's got nowhere to
They
go.
are
He's
just
going
picking
down.
on Xerath.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
They find a chip in the armor and they're just gouging it out. And without a strong mid laner, the rundown's gonna be running for their lives, really.
Yep.
Well, let's see. I'm feeling some animosity from Proper for the last series.
They seem a little frosty after that.
They're
Yeah.
they're a little bit salty after the first set of games that were played.
Yeah. Well, they are coming up, and they're playing to win. I think that much is certain. Ooh, Kha'Zix, she didn't want to stick around there. He's got to hop on out of there. Teleport,
And the
gets
teleport.
burned. Oh, Ponophobia might be on the wrong side there, but he's going to go
Uh.
down. Exhaust is going to go down onto Gnar. Pantheon's just
That
going to
was a
walk this
little
away.
Rage.
Oh, Bot wants it. He's not going to be able to find it, but Declaw's going to have to back out of there.
He could have
That was
dove
a bit
that.
greedy.
He honestly could have dove that.
Probably could have.
Really could have dove that.
That was just greedy though for the proper trying
Yeah.
to get that kill on the Kazakhs.
So luckily they get one kill. They do get the turret in mid and they get the turret in bottom lane, so the gold advantage is going to be about where it is.
The turret
stating
mid's not
before
gone
at
yet.
2.5K.
No,
Turret's still there mid.
yeah. It's very
it is?
low. Yeah, it's,
Oh,
Yeah,
is
they,
it? I thought
they
they
dove
took
past
it.
it. No,
Yeah.
they were
Oh,
sieging it,
right.
then they decided to dive it instead.
Okay.
yeah, they
Setting up
decided.
the turret. Setting
Yeah.
up the turret in mid lane. So they're gonna most likely the next play here is they're gonna force a dragon fight. Rumble. Yeah, he went. Okay, he went hex tip. Never mind. It's still a good opportunity
That's
to go for a
interesting.
dragon play here, but
Right.
the revolver is an
I've
interesting
never,
build.
I've never seen a Rumble build a revolver.
Is this season 2?
I
don't know, man.
Is he building?
Adapotophobia Cogswell, can you tell me if this is season 2 or not?
I'm assuming he's building Will of the Ancients.
I would presume
Gunblade.
Yeah. Oh, here comes the Equalizer, but Pone is
Ooh,
unfortunately going to
nice
be 2v1.
equalizer, but
He's going to have to run for his life.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Kazakh's is going to chase him down. Can he turn around this damage is a big question. Can Kazakh's actually 1v1? And the answer is no.
No.
In the meantime, blue
It's
team's...
gonna turn into a dragon.
Yeah,
For
Kazakh's top
Robert.
lane. We actually have a third member going to this top lane. And that's just a free dragon here for the proper. And they're going to go ahead and just rotate this to the mid lane. And they're going
there's
to...
walking for pink ward there too.
Yeah, Bone's just going to walk this around. I'm pretty sure he's laughing himself right now.
He's
Oh,
just
he's-
accepting all challengers at this point.
Yeah,
Yep.
This is why we have to have the audio, guys.
yeah. Oh, there's the
yeah.
flash.
Ulti-
Oh!
It does land. Ace of the hole does a ton of damage. Is Pantheon going to chase him down? Of course he is. Pantheon
doesn't
chases
matter.
him down.
Days had the plays going right there.
Plays for days?
She had the
Plays for
yes, the
days.
plays for days. There you go. She had the ambition to get it, but it just wasn't there. Alright, I have like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I
Okay.
give myself like 10 minutes
Okay.
before I have to go.
I'm sure we can hold this up after you leave too, I believe. Meantime, that is another tower. In the meantime, LCS did the rundown, picked up the bottom tower.
Traded back to bot tower, yeah.
Yeah. But the gold lead is in the proper's favor. At this
Pretty
point in the game.
significantly.
Yeah.
It's almost a full 4K.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
11 minutes,
yeah.
that's huge.
Yep. They're gonna get the. At some point, Photophobia is gonna get that top lane turret down.
Oh, here's Elise coming in the top
Eventually.
lane
With
with
the
no
help of
dragon.
Shira.
Here comes the Equalizer.
Oh.
Ton damage. R's going to
Oh,
hop
yeah.
out.
Oh.
Oh, not quite
He
enough.
was not having a lot of luck with the cocoons today.
No.
Causing the pressure, but he's just not hitting the stuns.
Oh, and DeClaude right now is 2v1ing. And they're going to go under tower. The stun does land, and they're just trying to poke him out.
He
Now-
took a lot of turret damage there. Bot's
Oh.
gonna get dove here.
Yeah, he's going to dive. He's still in Mega Gnar form, but he still takes a ton of damage. Jared's going to jump in. One more auto. There it is. Picking up the kill there. In the meantime, the rundown decides to go a 4-man shove mid and take the mid tower. And now they have to rotate.
Oh!
Caitlyn gets jumped on. Here comes Tidal Wave. Gonna knock up 3 members of the team. And Pantheon just disappears from existence. And the rundown is now running amok down this mid lane.
That is a bit of a swing, isn't it?
Yep. Just a little bit of a swing. They invested a lot of time in this top lane trying to kill Mott. That the proper was able, not the proper, I'm sorry, the rundown was able
Rundown.
to head mid,
Yep.
head mid and start taking towers for it. And that's going to close this gold lead by a significant
Also walking
amount.
over.
They're
They didn't walk
grouping and
over any
rotating, just going
wards,
straight
but
top.
he just has that sixth sense that the entire team is coming top lane to kill him.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, when I said audio, guys, what we were gonna do originally was we were gonna have the audio from both teams, and we were gonna cut like highlight reels
Yeah.
of this game, and then have it up on the channel. But that's not gonna work.
Oh. Pantheon's
Oh,
jumping
man.
in, but ooh, with no backup, that was just more or less a scare.
Yeah. It did force Jace's flash out, though.
Yes, it did.
That's probably a win, really.
Yeah. Oh, but
As long as he didn't stick around too much to try and hold this, because
with the
it's not
5-man
happening.
second, the top
Their
lane,
base
the
rate- it
proper
looks
said
like a
just go
trade at
mid.
this point.
Yeah, they're just going to
Yeah.
go mid and take the second tier tower.
Which is definitely a win for the
Yeah, they have
proper.
the base now.
The rundown is getting their mid lane run down by the proper, so
Yeah,
There's a
complete-
back
blue
off
up there
that
for them
top
to
lane.
take, too.
yeah.
What?
And they know it.
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and steal this away here from the rundown. And you go ahead
Look
and...
at the blue. And they're just ruthless. They're gonna shove this bottom lane.
yeah.
They are playing this really well though. They have the fast push with the Caitlyn and the Sona. I'm seriously, dude. This is like season 2.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys. Vlad's gonna get top turret, and he's gonna. Cool.
Vlad's going to pick a fight
Oh,
with
yeah, he
Gnar. He does a fair amount of damage. In the meantime, we've got a 4v4. Tidal Wave's coming through. It's going to knock... No. Good!
Oh!
4-man ultimate from Sona. He's going to lock about. Here comes the Equalizer as well. And Jinx just dies immediately. Here comes the rest of the fight. Ace in the hole is going to be enough. Yes, it will. Sirabak goes down. And the Proper is going to continue this push on the bot tower.
I'm not sure Daze is getting Sona after this game.
No, that was... Oh, and they're good. That stun did land. And that's just forcing them off this tower, allowing Caitlyn just to get free damage on this bottom tower. This most likely will be a second-tier tower in the bot lane. There it
They're just playing
is.
the objectives this game. They're
Yeah.
doing a really good job of it too.
Yeah, they're just doing great moves around the map. Dragon is going to be up in a minute 15, so they're going to go back to base, grab some wards, complete some items, and start pressuring for the next dragon that's coming up soon.
Oh man, I feel that just the static shiv, just adding to the fast push tells me, can we call this like season 2?
Well,
Seriously,
these builds, the Proper understands the limitations of their team composition. With a Pantheon on their team and an Elise, they realize that their power spikes in the early to mid game. And if they take enough away from the rundown, they won't be able to recover from it. And you're just seeing that with their movements, with their builds. They want towers, they want objectives, they just want to shove down the mid lane, they want to win in short order, and just go on to the next game.
They're just abusing the fact that that's, like, Caitlyn's the best ADC for early sieging of towers.
Yep.
Like, she just dominates in that regard.
Yep.
And they're taking full advantage. Like, okay, we have a Caitlyn, let's just take every tower we can get to.
Right, and the goes the scarier the rundown gets with Xerath, Gnar, and Jinx. That late game damage can be absolutely devastating if they're caught out by just a little bit. So Proper is just saying, no, we're not going to get to that point in this game. We're just going to take everything we can and get out, and just take this to game 2.
they
Late
probably
games,
could end this
End
game
it
by
as quick as
20
possible.
25 minutes if
Yep.
they wanted to.
and there's that dragon. The rundown, I don't know if they want to contest this. They're in the area.
They're thinking about it.
They're thinking about it, but that's not where they want to go. Equalizer is going to
Equalizer.
completely keep Kha'Zix out of the area.
Oh, the Sona ult
With
doesn't
all,
land.
there's Tidal Wave, all the disengage.
GG.
Jera's just going deep for it. He wants it. He gets it.
And he gets it.
Yeah.
Like a man. That was nice.
Was there
And-
any doubt?
No, not at
No.
all.
Nice double bubble though.
Oh, Pantheon jumps into the top lane saying, no, I'm sorry, Gnar, you're not going to be getting any additional towers off our dragon. Cheer Jaden finds Kaza. Kaza has no mana, and he's going to take a ton of damage. That's a tanky Cheer Jaden.
May not have been a good fight.
No.
To try and pick.
6-0 and 2 Elise with Spirit Ancient Golem and Sunfire Cape. You really don't want to pick fights with her.
And Sark Boots.
And Spork Boots.
That's a scary spider to find in your jungle.
Yeah.
Itsy bitsy spider isn't so itsy bitsy anymore.
Proper
Those
just-
6 kills. His juggle presence this game is just miles ahead of Sepha's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he found his pick in the mid lane and just continued to harass it and just keep the mid laner down. Incredible Mushroom doesn't have a completed item yet, as opposed to the Mal of Malmortis on Pantheon and the rest of the build items on everybody else. He's just behind, unfortunately. And that's just from that pressure that he's had on the map.
I'm waiting to see. Okay, he went Greaves. Are we gonna see I-Edge Caitlyn or
I have no
Bloodthirster
idea.
possibly for the shove?
I think he's just doing it for the shove right now. The sooner they end this game, the better.
Well, Bloodthirster versus IE isn't really a difference in shoving anymore, because they're both the same AD value. So,
True. But it also
Well,
well,
the
it gives you
crits
the
don't matter
sustain to
against crit.
siege. So
yeah.
Yeah.
there's
That is the
that.
thing. Bloodthirster will give you a safer siege. But it's not really like Punch is taking a whole lot of damage anyways. Like, he's just staying in the back and letting
Yeah.
everybody else take all the damage for him.
That is correct, yeah.
But they see
And-
the Xerath poke though.
Yeah.
That is the thing.
Xerath poke is a thing, but so is Rumble poke apparently.
Yeah. When he's that far
Xerath was
behind.
a thing, but
Unfortunately, yeah, this
Xerath's
is-
dead, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And they're just going to continue the siege. They're waiting for sort of just a little bit of a pick.
Nar's kind of looking to come behind.
That's
Oh, but he
not
showed
where
some
you
of the
want to
boomerang.
be. That's going to be a stun. That's going to be a
Oh,
lot of follow-up CC. Can he escape? No.
That's a dead Gnar.
He is gone.
If
Even-
he hadn't thrown that boomerang and shown he was there, he was
would've been
actually
fine.
he's in a pretty solid fighting position if a fight started.
Yeah, but you also
But
have to have to factor in that bot is not useful in team fights unless he has that rage bar filled up, and
Right.
he
That's the
was fairly low, so he needed to charge it up. But I don't know if the boomerang was the smartest thing. Oh, Pone gets low.
Zerath ultimate. He's looking for
Dive.
Pone. Does he find him? No.
No.
It appears not. And Sona's just going to sustain him back up. And this is where Sona becomes a real menace.
Thank you, Dom. Thank you for. It's 2 years making fun of people for bad builds that gets Revolver on Rumble.
Rushes Revolver on Rumble.
Rushes Revolver.
Not
of all
even
things.
guess it rushes it.
He could have.
Yeah.
They could have
Had a
won.
Leandries by now.
Seriously, he could have had a Leanders at this point.
It's true.
Leanders in the Giants belt, but let's play.
And Proper looks like they're just going to continue to take any single little bit that the rundown had in their jungle and just continue to move around the map.
Oh well, as much fun as this is, guys, I have to.
You have to
get
go to
going
work.
because
It's okay.
the job's a thing apparently.
Oh, Kazakh's got out. He's going to get blown
Oh,
up.
he's dead.
That was a little overkill. We might not
A
have
little bit. I'm
needed.
not sure the Rumble all was needed.
It was good
It's
for
all
style
right.
points. Had that Michael Bay moment.
He did get style
He's just
points
gonna
for
shake
that.
it off a little bit, and they're probably gonna push this into the next game. So
Yeah, ooh, Xerath's in the wrong spot, and this is going to allow the Proper just to shove down this mid tower and do as much damage as they want. They're
They are
looking
minions.
for an engage. Tower shots are doing some work. They have to back off, but they did a fair amount of damage to that tower. But they are going to back off because Daze is low on mana. They've got some lower health bars. They're going to just continue to take from the jungle, rotate around. They do have a large wave in the top lane.
all right,
and it
I'll
looks
catch
like
you guys later. Have
Bye,
fun,
Badger.
everybody.
Have a good one, sir.
User
Yeah.
disconnected from your channel.
Oh, it looks like Jinx gets caught out. She's getting a little bit of damage. Flash gets burned. Cheerjan's just going to skitter away. Happy with taking that flash. Proper in the meantime pushing top lane.
It
They are
is the
gonna
last
back
outer.
off.
It is the last tier 2 tower left.
Yep.
Rest of them are gone.
Yeah, but it is time for them to back off. Dragon's going to be up soon, so that's going to be the next objective on their mind. Pantheon's bag gets stopped momentarily by a building. But it looks like right now Proper's in the driver's seat here in Game 1.
Yeah.
They are close to 10k ahead. If they secure this grabbing, it will be a 10k gold lead for these guys. And they're just going to continue to harass and push down lanes, continue to get picks, and just snowball the game and win from there.
This is Xerath being behind too. I think is pretty much the defining factor in this game right now.
Right. Yeah,
Like
Xerath,
if he was even with Pantheon right now, he could just completely shut down the siege by just wave clearing from massive range.
right.
Like he just sit there and just boom, wave's gone. So much for your siege.
Yeah, just
But
Q.
he's so far behind, he can't.
He can't Q minion wave. He doesn't have a
Taking
chalice.
like two Qs and a W, and then okay, finally dies.
Yeah, he's not even at a completed item yet, and that's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
Dragon is up in about 15 seconds. Interestingly enough, it looks like the Proper hasn't really moved to it just yet. It looks like actually they're positioning
They're
for
thinking about Baron.
I'm wondering if they're trying to do a bit of a fake out. Oh, they find a Gnar once again. Here comes the equalizer. It is going to slow him down just a little bit. Ace in the hole does a ton of damage, and they're just going to collapse on Mott. Mott has nowhere to go.
Yeah.
He's going to get torched, unfortunately. Xerath does find Daze, but Daze go ahead and ultimate that credible mushroom. The mushroom is burning. Will they able to take him out? No. Daze is still alive. In the meantime, Kazakh tries to go deep for the kill, doesn't find it. Credible mushroom still living. He's running away. Cheer Jaden finds Optimus Tom. Optimus Tom is unfortunately in his jungle, where is the last place you want to be against the Proper, and that is a 3-for-0 here for the Proper. And now they're going to say, yeah, we better just get this inhibitor, and then we'll go get Dragon.
That's just bad, sad bad for the rundown there. Like, that wasn't even an amazing fight for the Proper.
No.
Like, Daze only got one person with their ult because it's pretty much a panic ult, really.
It
Like, and they still just destroyed the rundown.
Yeah, unfortunately, nobody on the side of the rundown really is that far ahead to where they can assassinate anybody. Now the bait bush. Hey, maybe they'll follow us this time around. Will it work a second time is the question.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to go around the long way, it appears. They won't see him, but
Go
this...
the way they have a ping.
Oh, they do find somebody. That's going to be a very dead Xerath, and
team.
and the rundown's like, we got to get out of here. We can't be here. Oh, Kha'Zix can take a lot of damage. Why did you stick around? You can't. That's a Rallies on Pone. Pone says no. There goes another beautiful equalizer. That's going to be plenty of damage. It's going to take down Kha'Zix. And now the Proper is going to put the damage down. Cereal Box is going to go down. And take a couple tower shots. Fine. You guys are pretty tanky at this point. But that's, again, another few kills. They're just completely bullying and just forcing the rundown out of this game. The goal lead is now much bigger. We're talking about 12K. And they're going to go get Baron. They can't contest it. Why not? They're going to go ahead and grab this. That was a good Super Mega Death Rocket. Almost got it.
Well, they know they took the Baron, but
Yeah.
that doesn't really help them any.
No, it doesn't. They know Baron's
They
gone.
just know they're in bigger trouble.
Yeah, they're going to go back to
Doesn't help
base.
them at all.
They're going to go back to base, buy items, go shove mid, win game. That or take another inhibitor. Take your pick. Either option's good enough for government work for these guys. And they're going to go ahead and take this into round 2 here pretty soon. Rabadon's Death Cap finally completed on Xerath.
That will actually help a lot.
Yeah. It
That
is a
should really
start.
help his wave clear. I don't know if it's quite enough, but it's going to help a lot.
It's nowhere near enough, but again, it's a start for these guys.
A little surprised actually that he went Death Cap over Azanya's though, because he was just sitting on the NLR for a good long while. Like he could have easily just made that Azanya's, which would have helped him a lot more for the whole getting jumped on and murdered problem he's been having.
Finishing Athene's, or in this particular matchup when he was going up against a Pantheon, going to Seekers into tier would have been
Seekers would have been huge.
Yeah, Seekers into tier would have been an okay option. Or just going into an early Seekers just to deal with the damage that Pantheon was doing.
Like, I like Chalice fine even into an AD matchup on him just because he does like the mana regen so much.
Right.
But he needs to get that Seekers regardless.
Yeah. Athene still would have been a good option here considering the fact that they do have AP. Oh, that's Optimus Tom has nowhere to go.
Optimus Tom is highly dead.
Yeah.
Rest in
That's
peace.
not very optimal, Tim. Please stop. Oh, we got a teleport coming in. They're just going to take this. And Rundown needs to get out of dodge. There is the equalizer. It's going to slow up here the members of the Proper. Good double bubble. Ace of the hole. Is it going to be enough to kill anybody? No. But the pressure is still on. That's some low health bars. And this may be a top tower here sooner than later. They've got a 3v2 split. And there's no way they can stop both of these at once. That's going to be a bottom tower.
He's just not even doing damage to Rumble.
No.
Well, he caught him with a Q there. And it moved him like 200 health.
Yeah, not much that can be done at this point, considering that the Proper's just so far ahead. This is going to be a gain here
pretty
very
much
soon.
GG.
Yeah. There's really not much more they do. These guys are just going to fight it out. Mott decided to jump in as he's going into regular Gnar, and he just explodes. This is going to be the last tower here for these guys and the last inhibitor. There's going to be 3 inhibitors down, and the Proper is going to push to victory. Yeah, that's going to be third inhibitor. They're going to go ahead and just keep rotating around. They're just going to keep these minion waves shoving, just harassing until the game is over. Pantheon's going to go ahead and ultimate in the center of this, saying, "You look at me." Pantheon bubbles.
Lag ult.
Yep. It's just there for show. That's going to be the second Nexus Tower. Once this goes down, this is going to be game. Good job, Proper, for winning game 1. You guys are going to be going into round 2. Now, let's see if they can pull this off again a second time around. I would most likely be warranting a Sona ban at the very least for these guys.
Yeah, that's like... While the fact that bot lane got... Like, the biggest thing there, I think, was mid lane getting rolled. Like, that bot lane was just unwinnable for the rundown. Like, bot lane won because Shira got some really good ganks. Or mid lane, rather, won because of really good ganks.
Yes.
Bot lane, they just straight up just rolled over the rundown's lane. Like, it wasn't even close.
Yeah, no, not at all. Let me get into the next game here because it's going to be round 2 here very soon.